Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we each have a little bit of this year's top 3 remaining in our glasses. This is AM Whiskey, brought to you by Mark and AAA Run, and he's literally taking our top 3 whiskeys and combining them into a blend.
Master blender right here.
Master blender. We like to call that what the blank is left blend. It's what you have left in the glass and you put them together. Please note that I will not be blending my remaining 3. There's 3 empty glasses over here. We're not having that. But this video isn't about our top 10. This video is more about some bottles that we drank that we actually thought were pretty damn good.
These are the honorable mentions.
Yeah, the honorable
ones
mentions.
that just didn't quite make it. We blinded them, and these were the ones that we thought were really, really good, deserved to be in contention, but just didn't make the cut for our top 10. In no particular order. We're not going by the scores. This is just letting you know these were the next 10 on our list, and on another given day, they might have moved into the top 10.
Oh, Mr. Aaron, what do you have first?
First bottle I'm going to throw up here is the Barrel Mizunara finish. This bottle came out early in the year, which I think a lot of people forgot about it. It is fantastic.
It is.
It is a delicious bourbon. Mizunara is Japanese oak, usually very, very expensive. So the fact that you could get this for under $100 was a steal. Very good.
I thought it was one of the best things Barrel's ever produced. It was really
very,
damn good. I guess it's my turn. What the hell? For the Old Forester fans in the club and in the cloud, this is all I have left of the 1924 Old Forester 1924 10-year. Supposedly the 2025 batch is being released.
It is.
It's the closest thing you can get to birthday bourbon or King of Kentucky that's available at a significantly lower proof. Yeah, maybe it's nothing to do with King of Kentucky. Either way, it's really, really, really damn good. Right? It's really damn good.
All right, next on my list is a controversial bottle. I really love this bottle. A lot of people did not, mostly because of the proof. Some people thought you had to be a beaver to enjoy it because it presented a fair amount of oak, but it seems like the more it opened up, the more that oak tamed down a bit. It's the Old Grandad 16-year. I think it's a delicious pour. Deserved to be in the running, but just didn't quite make the cut.
It didn't make the cut. It doesn't belong in a top 10. As you can tell, we've drank this bottle quite a few times. I've had it 5 or 6 times. And the time we did the video review was the only time that it really drank so super oaky.
And that was a fresh crack, I think.
It very well probably was, and I'm doing a review, being really, really critical. Since then, here's what I would say to people out there, right? If you had a whole bunch of Elijah Craigs, a couple of them drink real oaky. Some of them drink beautiful.
Elijah Craig 18.
Elijah Craig 18, right? Drink a little over oaky. And some drink really beautiful honey and some other stuff. Most of my experiences actually have been really, really positive. I do like this bottle overall. When we did the review, it crossed my palate, over oak that day.
I mean, you spent the last 3 minutes talking about it. You must like it.
Yeah.
Why don't we move on to the next
That was 30 seconds. 3 minutes. Man, we only got 5 minutes of video.
Somebody check the timer.
Check the timer. All right, it was me?
Yeah, I did the Old Grandad.
Oh, Santa Maria. Let's go with a bottle that's got a fair amount of oak. It is Remus 8. The return to a rock solid Remus. Wow. It just really good. It blows 7. 7 I thought was good. 6, whatever. 8, really, really good. I mean,
6 suffered because it came on the tail of 5. Everybody thinks 5 is the best, or one of the best. 6 suffered, I think, because it came on the tail of 5. Everybody expected it to be fantastic, and it just wasn't. But 8 returned to something that's very, very good.
it is very, very good. I agree. A great citrus note, significant wood, the right amount of spice for 101 proof, give or take. A really, really great bottle. And I think it deserves to be right next to the OGD.
Certainly does. Here's a surprising one for us because it ended up doing very well for us and just missed the cut. I told myself I wasn't going to buy another Booker's because they just had been disappointing. But the 4th edition of Booker's 2024 Jimmy's Batch, it's really good. I will say that I think Booker's need some time to open up. I think on fresh crack, they drink a lot different than they do once they've gotten some air into the bottle. Some people will knock it for that, but let me tell you, when the end product ends up being like this good, it deserves some praise. That is a damn good bottle once there was some air in it.
We did a blind trying to get bottles in, and this actually won that particular blind. It's extremely surprising to me. I think I like this batch the best out of the last two plus years. I think it's really, really rock solid. And look at how quickly we put a dent in it. Like, it just came out. This is the last batch of 2024, and it's really, really, really damn good.
Yeah, it's good.
Me?
It's you?
Son of a gun.
Thought we were going back to Santa Maria.
Nah. We're saving that for later.
Okay.
Maker's Mark.
This one.
The Hearts release. Really good. Really clean. Really sweet dominant. It doesn't have the complexity to compete for Whiskey of the Year. It doesn't have the depth of... It has good sweet depth. It doesn't have oak depth. It doesn't have the spice depth. It doesn't have the complexity that we're looking for to really compete. Like, it might have been in our initial lineup because we did believe it's the best makers we've had all year. But when you add in everything else, it drinks fine. It drinks good. It drinks very good. It just does not have the complexity and diversity to be considered a top 10 whiskey of the year, especially in this year.
It's really good. It's the best makers that we were able to taste this year.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like this better than the cellar aged this year. It's a damn good whiskey. Mm-hmm. It just fell a little short on our blinds, and I think just like Mark said, it's because it's very good, but it is kind of one note. One whiskey that isn't one note, but leans very heavily into oak and came out very early this year, maybe late last year, but didn't really taste it until this year. Fell just a little short for us. Some people love this. This leans a little... this is a delicious pour. But it is heavy on the oak. It's the Hardens Creek Jacob's Well 211 months, 17 and a half year Jim Beam. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah. Like we're not stack ranking this grouping, but I think Aaron called it out. Like, this was just outside the top 10. It barely didn't make it. Like, if we were to say who was 11 or 12, this bottle would have been in that 11-12 range. Exceptional whiskey from Jim Beam.
Yeah, and I think any given day that any of these could have moved into the top 10 on a given day, but for this year, for our blinds, they just didn't make the cut.
All right. Let's see. We'll go with a single barrel not single barrel. It's a series. It's from Barrel King. It's the Knighted batch. Batch number 81. Comes in 112 proof. It's the best Barrel King I've ever had. And we've got quite a few, 5 or 6 batches.
Yeah.
It's they're $100 a batch or $100 a month. When this first came out, it came out in the same month that Heaven Hill 18 came out. And on Fresh Cracks, we and several other people thought this was better based on a fresh crack of Heaven Hill 18. Because we cracked this bottle, there was a local liquor store that cracked the Heaven Hill 18. A group of 5 or 6 of us all had pours of each. And the vast majority of us picked this bottle. Now, over time, Heaven Hill opened up, it changed, it evolved. This is really, really, really damn good.
Yeah, that's, for those of you who don't know, that was Matt Porter's first blend that he did with Barrel King. Matt Porter's ADHD whiskey. I believe that's like 8 and 9 year MGP that was finished in Stag and Elijah Craig 23 barrels. It is very good. But whereas, like Mark said, Heaven Hill 18 evolved after we had opened it on Fresh Crack. That kind of stayed where it was, which was very good, but just didn't quite.
I agree, right? It didn't quite change, but look how much we've enjoyed this bottle this year. I mean, there's not much left.
There's also a backup right here. It was so good, I got a backup.
Oh, maybe I should re-pour my glass on me, right? I mean, just, would you like a re-pour?
The next one, another one that is near and dear to my heart, Batch 3, Knob Creek 18. Fantastic. Better than Knob Creek Batch 2, in my humble opinion. It's going back to Knob Creek Batch 1. Very good whiskey. You are going to get a lot of oak on this, just like you are on this. And this, the older Jim Beams, you are going to get that oak, but it is a delicious oak. If you like that sweet oak note, can't beat them.
Yeah. I'm not a huge Knob Creek guy. I love Knob Creek 18. It's excellent whiskey. Last, maybe least, maybe not least, that we didn't have this year, or at least in our top 10, it's Discovery Series Batch 12. Everybody loved it. Everybody respected it. A lot of us think that it's got a significant amount of wild turkey in it. How it didn't make the top 10 is really surprising. It's just like the Jacob's Well, where it had to be right, just barely outside, just fruit and spice and everything nice.
It was very good. Just the blind that we did to get our last components to it, Birthday Bourbon, beat it out. And that's where it ended up. But these are our runner-ups to the 2024 Bourbons of the Year. Thank you for joining us this year, making 2024 our best year of bourbon yet. Hopefully you've enjoyed the videos as much as we've enjoyed making them. Please reach out to a friend, let them know about us, subscribe, leave a comment, give us a like. Doesn't cost you anything, helps us out a ton. We really, really appreciate it. And here's to a great 2025. As always,
keep the whiskey flowing.
Cheers.
Cheers.
As we run out of battery.
Santa Maria! There's no more battery left. Someone refill the whiskey barrel.
I freaking charged.